Missing time. The desync error. It's 3:02 p.m. You blink. Now it's 3:47 p.m.
Oh, that's what I have when I'm like binge reading webtoons. Hi YouTube, welcome back in how. My name is Cypress, and if you didn't know yet, I stream live on Twitch. So if you'd like to see me play games, or would like to hang out with me and my community, or you'd just like to say, I didn't know you stream Cy on Twitch, go to twitch.tv/vtuber. Today, we will be watching a video by the Paint Professor. This is every real-life glitch explained in 11 minutes.
Déjà vu. The accidental save reload. You walk into a cafe. The clatter of a tray, the low hum of conversation.
I've actually never had a déjà vu. I really want to have a déjà vu though.
The barista calling out an order.
A large frosted mocha caramel swirl supreme for Emma.
A name you already know before she says it. A black cat dashes past your legs, and then it hits you.
What's the black cat doing in the cafe?
You have seen this before. Exactly this. You don't just recognize the moment, you remember what happens next. The man at the window will check his watch, the woman at the counter will drop her keys. In 10 seconds, the door will swing open, but you already know who's coming through.
Have some of you actually had a déjà vu? Like, it's so weird to me because I haven't had one. It just feels so surreal when someone says they have had it.
It says déjà vu is a glitch, a brain misfire, a small processing error where your mind accidentally flags the present as a past memory.
Oh.
And if déjà vu is just a brain error, why does it feel so eerily accurate?
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Some believe déjà vu isn't a glitch at all. It's proof that time isn't linear, that you've lived this moment before, that maybe you are in a loop. Or worse, you've died in another timeline. And if that's true, how many times have you already been here? Mandela effect. Reality patches while you're AFK. Let's do a test. Does Pikachu have a black tip on his tail?
What? Does Pikachu have a black tip on his tail? No, but that's mean, because if you're asking it me like that, I'm going to doubt it. I don't know anymore, Brown!
Think carefully. You've seen Pikachu 1,000 times. On cards and games and movies. You know what he looks like.
I do.
So yes or no? If you said yes, congratulations. You've just experienced the Mandela effect. Pikachu has never had a black tip on his tail.
Wait! I just thought it was brown and not black. Wait! But I actually thought that this in general was what? You're lying!
Not in the games, not in the anime.
You're lying!
Not anywhere. And yet, millions of people swear he did.
I swear to, I thought he had it too! What? Maybe it's because of this at the start. Maybe because it's at the start you think it's also at the end. Maybe that's why.
Alright, let's try another one. Does the Monopoly man wear a monocle? Of course he does. You've seen him. The rich old man with a top hat, a suit, and that little monocle over his eye. Except, he doesn't.
No, you're lying! No!
He never has.
What?
The Mandela effect is...
No, that's not real!
It's the strange phenomenon where large groups of people all remember something one way, only to find out that
No, you're gaslighting me. You're gaslighting me.
Never existed like that. At least, not anymore.
I'm gonna go into existential crisis now.
The name comes from Nelson Mandela. Huge numbers of people remember him dying in prison in the 1980s. They recall watching the funeral on TV, seeing the headlines, even discussing it in school. Except that never happened. He was released, went on to become president of South Africa, and died in 2013. So how do millions of people share the same false memory? The official explanation is that human memory is bad. It's faulty.
Okay, that's true. I literally always say I have medium dementia, so don't believe anything that I say that I'm fishing for my memory.
Unreliable. A few people misremember something, then they tell others, and before long, the false memory spreads like a virus. If so many people remember things one way, but history says otherwise, what if history changed? What if these are updates to reality? Small server-side patches that overwrite the past?
Nah, I think we're just remembering it wrong. I've seen some of these Mandela effect thingies, and I'm like, how do you remember it like that? That's not how it was at all. I agree that it's just a memory thingy. I don't think it's anything like this.
Glitches. What if you just didn't get the update? Some believe this.
I mean, like, isn't it the same as, like, you're misremembering what someone said, but now it's, like, what something looks like?
Is proof that we're shifting between alternate timelines. That every so often we move into a slightly different version of reality, but our memories don't fully sync. Others think this is just bad maintenance. Reality gets patched, but the developers missed a few details.
Who are the developers?
Way, if you ever notice something changing that shouldn't be able to change, it's already too late. Missing time. The desync error. It's 3:02 p.m. You blink. Now it's 3:47 p.m.
Oh, that's what I have when I'm like binge reading webtoons.
Ooh, you didn't check your phone. You weren't distracted. But somehow 45 minutes have disappeared. The official term is highway hypnosis.
Didn't you just sleep or something?
When your brain zones out and drives on autopilot, It happens on long, repetitive roads. The idea is that your brain is awake, but your memory stops recording. Sounds reasonable.
What?
Except
That's crazy.
some people experience missing time when they're not driving. They'll be sitting at home watching TV, and suddenly it's night. A person cleaning their kitchen looks up at the clock and finds an hour missing. Some say it happens when they're mid-conversation. They'll be talking to a friend, and suddenly the other person is looking at them weird, like they just stopped talking for 5 minutes. Some people say that during missing time, they get the feeling that something else was happening, but they just aren't supposed to remember. It's like someone edited the footage, trimmed down the...
I'm very confused about this one. Like, so it's not like when I'm binge reading webtoons and suddenly it's like, and suddenly an hour goes by. I'm very confused about this one.
The timeline, remove the parts that didn't make the cut.
People suddenly stop with talking because they're confused. I guess that's not the same thing.
Things we were never meant to see. Bystander effect. When NPCs refuse to trigger the next event. You're walking down a busy street. A person collapses. They hit the ground completely unconscious. A crowd starts forming and nobody moves. You wait for someone to help. Maybe a doctor, maybe a good Samaritan. But instead, everyone just stands there watching. That's
What the
the bystander effect. A bizarre glitch where the more people there are, the less likely anyone is to do something.
Oh, is it because like everyone is like thinking, oh, someone else is gonna help, oh, someone else is gonna help, oh, someone else is gonna help, and then no one is helping in the end?
Because everyone assumes someone else will take action.
Exactly. I mean, to be honest, I've had the same thought happen. Like, in my case, all the times that I was thinking that someone actually did come to help.
Everyone assumes that. Nobody does. And it gets weirder. There are cases where entire groups of people have just stood there watching something horrible happen even when it would have been extremely easy to help. A person choking in a restaurant, a woman being attacked in broad daylight, even
No, that is crazy.
a drowning child. Nobody wants to be the first to move. Nobody wants to take responsibility. It's like they're all stuck in an idle animation waiting for a main character interaction. And what
I mean, to be fair, it's also like kind of overwhelming when something like that happens, right? Like, you also have to think about, okay, what am I going to do when I go there though, right? And sometimes you can indeed get stuck then because you're like overthinking what you're supposed to do.
if, just for a second, we consider the possibility that this isn't just human psychology? What if some people really do function like NPCs? What if some only activate when they're directly prompted? And if that's true, then the next time you're in a crowd, look around. Is everyone really playing the same game as you? Doppelgängers. The NPC cloning bug. Imagine walking down the street and seeing yourself. Not a lookalike.
It hasn't happened yet. I want to though.
Not a twin. You.
I've heard other people say that they've seen someone that looks like me outside, but I never find them.
Same face, same outfit, same movements. At first, your brain scrambles for a logical explanation. A coincidence? A weird reflection? But then it looks at you, and you realize it knows. Throughout history, people have reported seeing their own double, and it's almost never a good thing. One of the most famous cases was Abraham Lincoln. A few days before his assassination, he reportedly saw his own reflection in a mirror, except there were two of him.
Oh!
One looked normal, the other was
That's kind of scary.
ghostly pale. His wife, naturally, did the reasonable thing and decided this meant he was going to die. And then, well,
What?
we all know how that turned out.
But why did it actually happen? Because that's not his doppelganger, right? Like, it's like two reflections.
Now, maybe Lincoln was tired. Maybe his brain just filled in an extra image. Or
Yeah, it has to be, because what? Where's the other guy?
maybe it's just a glitch in the system. Maybe reality accidentally rendered two copies of you for a moment. Maybe you just got a glimpse of yourself from another timeline. Or maybe something else is trying to take your place. Either way, if you ever see someone who looks exactly like you, walk the other way. Fast.
Maybe they're going to kill me. Maybe they're going to kill you because there can only be one right now.
Sleep paralysis.
Oh my god, I've had sleep paralysis so many times.
Forced cutscene. You can't skip. It happens in the middle of the night. Your eyes snap open. You can see your room, your ceiling, the faint glow of the streetlight outside. Everything is normal, except you can't move. Not a single muscle. Your arms, your legs, completely locked. You try to call for help, but your voice won't come out. And then you feel it. A presence.
Yes!
Standing at the edge of your bed. This is sleep paralysis, and if you haven't experienced it yet,
You're lucky. You're blessed.
congratulations.
Yes.
You've avoided one of the worst free trial experiences that the human body has to offer. People describe it as being trapped inside your own body. Science calls it a simple sleep cycle disruption.
The first time that I had it, I woke up, at least it felt like that. I could look. I saw my TV on, but my TV was on like static, you know? It was like static. And it felt very sinister. The vibe was very sinister. I couldn't move my body. I couldn't talk. And suddenly, I felt like something was grabbing me by my legs and trying to pull me up out of my bed. And I was trying to scream and nothing came out. It was like super fucking scary. And then when I eventually was able to move again, the TV was off. Every single time that I have it or I've had it, it felt very sinister and I felt like some evil being was like right next to me, and I just tried to not look at anything and just try to wake up because I just know I'm going to hallucinate something really spooky and I'd rather not. I still want to be able to sleep. I do not want to get insomnia because I'm scared to sleep.
Science calls it a simple sleep cycle disruption. During REM sleep, the body is in a state of muscle atonia to prevent acting out dreams. And if you break this sleep, your brain wakes up, but your muscles are still paralyzed. It's supposed to last a few seconds, maybe a minute at most, but to the people experiencing it, it can feel like a lifetime.
Yeah, I do wonder like how long it actually takes because I don't know, right? Because I cannot look at a time while I'm having it, but it feels like a very, very long time.
And here's where it gets weird, because for some reason, sleep paralysis doesn't just come with paralysis, it comes with company. People across different cultures.
Damn, it scared me when he did that. It comes with company.
Across history, across completely separate parts of the world, all describe seeing the exact same thing. A dark silhouette watching them.
I've actually not seen a dark silhouette watching me, but I felt a presence. Or maybe I just didn't look because I was scared. Because because I'm scared. I'm scared that I guess I'm scared that I will see it. Because it always feels like there is something and the room looks weird. I hallucinated my TV is on while the TV is not on. Like, I just close my eyes again and I just try to wake up. Actually, future Sai here, I just remembered why I started to close my eyes every time that I had sleep paralysis. I got cold very easily. So I used to sleep with the blanket over my head. And this one time when I had sleep paralysis, I could see, there was like a gap. There was a gap so I could see outside of the blanket. And I saw like an arm. Like I saw an arm like this in front of the blanket opening. And that was like, yeah, I was scared. I was really scared. And that was like the moment that I started to search on how to wake up from sleep paralysis. Every time that I noticed I had sleep paralysis, I would like close my eyes immediately and just try to wake up. If you want to know how to wake up, at least I read that if you try to move your thumb, or I guess like you try to move any body part, if you like focus on that, you will wake up, and that has worked for me. So every time that I had it, I would close my eyes and I would like try to move my thumb, and it always worked. But that was the moment. So now that I'm thinking about it, maybe there was a dark entity there too, but I never saw it in full because I also used to sleep like that.
If this is just a random brain glitch, why are millions of people hallucinating the exact same thing? There are two possible answers. 1. The human brain is hardwired to hallucinate terrifying figures when it's in this state. A cruel little evolutionary prank designed to make an already terrible experience even worse.
Why?
Or 2. These things are always there. And sleep paralysis
You're making me scared now. I haven't had sleep paralysis in like a few years now. Now I'm really scared I'm gonna get it again. Thank you.
just the one time you're actually able to see them.
Thank you.
Spontaneous
Thank
human
you. You're so... Oh my god, why are you saying it? I'm not gonna sleep tonight.
combustion. The self-destruct...
Oh, it's spontaneous human combustion. That is so weird and interesting. That can even happen.
Imagine you're sitting in your living room reading a book, sipping some tea. Nothing out of the ordinary. Then without warning, you burst into flames. Not like you knocked over a candle flames. Not like your clothes caught fire flames. No, you ignite from the inside out.
Nice.
And by the time someone finds you, there's nothing left but a pile of ash.
Oh my god, imagine you're the person that finds the other person like that. Oh my god, imagine you're the other person and you find the other person like that. And then you're like, huh? What's this mess doing here? And then you pick it up and you throw it away, not knowing that's maybe your partner or your family member or your friend. And oh my god.
And maybe a pair of legs that somehow survived.
Okay, I guess if that's still there, then that wouldn't happen. But
This is spontaneous human combustion. One of the strangest, most unsettling phenomena ever recorded. Science has a lot of answers, but on this one, they're beat. Some half-assed explanations include the wick effect, where body fat acts like candle wax, slowly burning the person over time. But if that's the case, why does it sometimes stop halfway? Take Margaret Hogan, for example.
Maybe because there's less fat on the legs? I don't know.
Usually hot 89-year-old widow
Okay.
from Dublin. On March the 28th, 1970, she was found burned almost to nothing in her home. The plastic flowers on the table had melted into sludge, and the television screen 12 feet away was warped beyond recognition.
What?
And yet,
But
her
the legs are okay.
feet and both legs below the knees were untouched. An inquest was held. The official cause of death? Burning. The cause of the fire? Unknown. Which means either 1. The human body has a hidden self-destruct button. 2.
I don't like
Some
that.
people accidentally trigger an irreversible system error.
I don't
3.
like that.
Reality occasionally just all to 4 people in the most dramatic way
I don't like
possible.
that either. All 3 I don't like.
Whichever one it is, the conclusion is the same.
And it's
If
awful.
one day you start feeling a little too warm and you're
I'm gonna go in a bath when that happens.
nowhere near an open flame, you might have about 3 seconds to figure out why. Quantum immortality.
He's gonna live in a bathtub forever.
The real-life respawn glitch.
What? Quantum immortality?
You should be dead. That car missed you by inches.
Oh wait, I think I've seen some TikToks about it that people believe that you... Wait, was it like when you die in one timeline, then you go to the other timeline where you're still alive or something?
Lucky? Maybe. Or maybe you just don't die. Quantum immortality is the idea that every time you die, your
It actually
consciousness
happens.
jumps.
Yeah, that. Oh yeah, there we go. I've seen this when I was scrolling on TikTok and I was like, the f*** are you guys talking about?
To heaven, not to hell, but to the nearest reality where you survived. From your perspective, you never die. You just keep waking up in timelines where you barely made it. Take Frain Selak, a man
Hi,
who should have
Frain.
died multiple times. In
Multiple
1954, his train derailed into an icy river.
Oh,
17
shit.
people drowned. He didn't. The next year, he was sucked out of a plane mid-flight and landed in a haystack.
Maybe he's just really lucky. Maybe he's God's favorite.
Then a bus crash, multiple
Oh.
car crashes, a car explosion, and finally,
Wait, excuse me, how many things happened? 1,
the next year, he was sucked out of a
2,
plane mid-flight and landed in a haystack. Then a bus crash,
3,
multiple car crashes,
4,
a car
5, but
explosion,
multiple. That's
and
crazy.
finally he won the lottery.
He's... Oh my god, he's God's favorite. He's God's favorite.
From his perspective, he never died. And that's the terrifying part. If quantum immortality is real, then you will never experience your own death. The versions of you
What I don't understand with that quantum immortality thingy. What about old age? Just dying out of old age. That doesn't happen? So we're gonna live on forever? That's what I don't get about it.
that died, you don't remember them because they're gone. But what happens when there's no timeline left where you survive? Is there a final game over? Or does reality just keep
Oh
you
yeah, that too. Like a final timeline maybe.
going? And if that's the case, how long have you actually been alive?
Good
Thanks
question.
for watching. Make sure to give the video a like. Bye.
But I do feel scared now to fucking go to bed. Like, why did I watch this? I found it so interesting, but at the same time, I'm like, why did I watch this? Because now I'm gonna be scared to go to bed because I think I'm gonna get sleep paralysis again. Hi! If you like the video, please make sure that you like it and subscribe to my channel and turn on notification bell if you want to see more of it. I also go live on Twitch and on this YouTube channel. So come join us sometimes. Bye!